One bite from this jaguar can crack straight through a turtle's shell or a caiman's skull, and it happens so fast that most of what shares this river never sees it coming. Deep in the Amazon, an area larger than the entire continental United States, 10 animals have made local communities decide generation after generation exactly where not to swim, not to reach, and not to walk barefoot. Today we are counting down those 10, starting with the ones you can see coming, and ending with the one built to fight the biggest predator on this entire list and win. Number 10. The jaguar. Pound for pound, it has the strongest bite of any cat on Earth, strong enough to pierce turtle shells and caiman skulls directly, a kill method almost no other big cat uses. Adults typically weigh between 56 and 96 kilograms, though males in the wetlands of the Pantanal have been recorded past 150, and it routinely takes down capybaras, pecaries, and caimans twice its own weight. And communities that share this territory read fresh tracks the way a driver reads a stop sign. An automatic reason to change direction, no discussion needed. Number 10 is why a fresh print sends people home, not deeper in. Number 9. The black caiman. The largest predator in the entire Amazon basin, capable of reaching 5 meters and 450 kilograms. It was hunted for its hide so aggressively between the 1950s and 1970s that populations in some areas collapsed by an estimated 99%. It has spent decades recovering under protection, and it is recovering back into exactly the same waterways people use every day, which is why boats stay close to shore after dark, and nobody dangles a hand over the side without checking first. Under the IUCN, it is still listed as conservation dependent, meaning the recovery holds only as long as the protection does. Number 9 is a predator the region nearly lost, and is now learning, all over again, exactly how much distance to keep. Number 8, the green anaconda. The heaviest snake on the planet, with verified weights reaching 227 kilograms and lengths past 5 meters, it does not chase. It waits submerged in murky water for hours at a time, invisible until the moment it is not. It has enough raw power to pull prey the size of a full-grown capybara underwater in seconds, holding it beneath the surface until the struggle stops. Amazon communities have never forgotten what that means in practice. Still water in this river is never checked with a foot first, only ever with a long stick or not at all. Number 7. The electric eel. Not an eel at all, but a knife fish capable of discharging up to 650 volts, enough to stun a grown adult and cause drowning through sheer muscle paralysis, not from any bite or venom. A closely related species can fire off as much as 860 volts, proof that even after centuries of contact with this river, its full electrical range is still being mapped. Fishers who have worked these waters their whole lives still will not reach into murky shallows barehanded, incident or not, since a strong enough shock can lock up every muscle in the body at once, underwater, with nothing to grab onto. 4 animals down, and every one of them hunts alone. The next 4 do not. Number 6, the white-lipped peccary. A single one is nothing special, a wild pig with sharp tusks and a bad temper. In a herd which in parts of the Amazon can exceed 1,000 animals moving together, they are a different problem entirely. A scent gland on each animal's back keeps the whole herd bonded and coordinated, even through dense forest where they cannot see each other, which is part of why an attack on one member brings the entire herd charging, not just the individual targeted. Jaguars themselves think twice before approaching a herd this size, and hunters who stumble into one mid-crossing have learned to climb the nearest tree first and ask questions later. Number 5. The giant otter. Nicknamed the river wolf, it can grow to nearly 2 meters nose to tail and hunts in family packs of up to 20. And a coordinated family group is capable of taking on a full-grown black caiman together, pinning it down and overpowering it through sheer numbers and persistence. Number 5 is the reason a black caiman, an animal capable of killing almost anything else in this river, still gives an otter family a wide berth. Number 4. The harpy eagle. Its talons run longer than a grizzly bear's claws, powerful enough to snatch a monkey or sloth directly out of the canopy and crush bone on the way up. It drops from the canopy in near silence, gone before anything below has time to react, which is exactly why almost nobody in the Amazon has ever seen one make a kill in person, only the aftermath. Its grip strength alone is enough that researchers still debate how much of a direct threat it could pose to a person, not just to the animals it normally hunts. Number 3. The Bushmaster. The largest venomous snake in the Americas, stretching past 2.5 meters, it does not strike and retreat like most vipers. Its venom triggers hemorrhaging and tissue death that can continue for days if untreated, and it hunts at night using heat-sensing pits alone to find warm-blooded prey in total darkness, which means the first sign of one is rarely a sighting at all. Number 2. The Red-bellied Piranha. A close relative, the black piranha, bites harder than any other bony fish on record. Measured at 3 times the force of an American alligator its own size, and a shoal drawn into a frenzy by blood or distress in the water has been known to leave dozens of swimmers injured within minutes. Number 2 is the reason nobody swims into water that smells like a wound. Number 1. The giant anteater. It has no teeth at all and does not need any. When cornered, it rises onto its hind legs using its thick tail for balance and strikes with both front claws at once. Those claws run up to 10 centimeters long, sharp enough to disembowel a person in a single strike. And full-grown jaguars have learned to approach a giant anteater and then think better of it, backing away without ever attacking. Number 1 spends its life digging through termite mounds, wants nothing to do with anything larger than an insect, and is still the one animal on this list that the Amazon's own apex predator has learned to leave alone. So here is what ties these 10 together. Every single one of them taught someone, at some point, exactly where not to reach, where not to step, and where not to swim. And that knowledge has been passed down for longer than any of us have been alive, long before anyone filmed it, and long before anyone needed to.